all the wrestlers on their way out. That's Akinoshima. See the colourful kimonos or yukata, these ones. No, that's not a yukata, that's kimono by the look of it. The light summer ones are the yukata. And the lower ranked wrestlers tend to wear those, although it depends on the weather a bit. And there you see the attendants along with the veteran. So day 14, and it's a full house. And we go into the first of our fights. Asasekiryu fighting Shimotori. Shimotori, 149 kilos, Asasekiryu, who followed the same route that Asashoryu took when he came to Japan, went to study at Meitoku High School, where he also did amateur sumo, and then from there into pro sumo. So Asasekiryu winning that one, that gives him his 8th win, and Kachikoshi, 10th loss for Shimotori. So good results for Asasekiryu. His previous basho only had 6 wins, so already he's got 8 wins. Chance for one more win on the final day. Now we have Wakanoyama against Yotsukasa. They fought once before. Yotsukasa won that one, and he wins again. So we read Wakanoyama quite well. Wakanoyama comes out with a low charge, and Yotsukasa applied the appropriate technique there, which is a slap on the back of the neck, and down went Wakanoyama. Now this is a little bit of history here. This is Akinoshima. He's got 7 losses. If he loses this one, that's 8 losses. That's Makikoshi. That means demotion down to the Juryo division, which he said he won't accept. He'll retire before that happens. So this is the man who's fought in 91 bashos over 21 years, who's won 16 kimboshi, which is to say he's beaten Yokozuna 16 times. He's won 19 tournament prizes. The only thing he's never done is won a tournament. But what a record this man has had. So here he is, at the age of 36, 158 kilos, fighting this man, some 20 kilos heavier, Iwakiyama, 27 years old, who's only been in pro sumo since, or makuuchi sumo since 2002. So it's a head-banging start. Iwakiyama uses his bulk to push Akinoshima to the edge. Akinoshima teetering on the brink of retirement. His heels are on the edge, tries an uchari move there, but loses it. Lands on his back, a heavy fall, a heavy last fall, so a sad moment for the veteran. That's it, that's the final bang that ended his career. And it's the intai for him, the retirement, the intai shiki, retirement ceremony, and then he'll obviously stay on in sumo as an elder, an oyakata, and continue helping promote the heads. In the past, Kotonowaka's won all 3 of them. So a much slower start there by Tamarikido. Well, that was interesting. He started off, the first full start, he came out like a rocket, a little bit too soon. On the second one, he did the exact opposite. He let Kotonowaka charge out, and then he just turned slightly to one side, got round behind, and helped him over the edge. So 7th win for Tamarikido, 7th loss for Kotonowaka. Toki, 170 kilos, 28 years old, Kyokushuzan. Well, Kyokushuzan's a man who's won or used over 41 sumo techniques in his sumo career. Over the last 11 years he's been in sumo from the start. That's a big spread of technique, so he's capable of most of the tricks in the sumo book. Starts off with a throat thrust to Toki. Then he goes for a pull down on the front of the belt, very Mongolian sumo-like trick. And he kept Toki on the run there. So Kyokushuzan gets that one, but Kyokushuzan himself goes flying into the crowd. At 144 kilos, not too heavy for the spectators. So 7th win for Kyokushuzan, and 5th loss for Toki. These are the men coming up for the make or break bout. Not for a while yet. Kaio. They say that 60% of the victory is in the start. That's what decides. There's lots of variations on the start, quite minute variations, but very important. They look at the opponent as they come out, try to read what they might do, get some idea of their injuries. They see how they squat down, see if there's any injuries that might be preventing good movement. And then they have their own plans in their head. So Tamanoshima here against Kotoryu. They fought 5 times previously. Kotoryu's won 3 of them. And there was quite a nice thrust by Tamanoshima at the end. Tamanoshima, incidentally, his brother is in the Makushita division, which he has won. So brother Tamanokuni wins the Makushita division of this basho. Kotoryu landed rather heavily there on his on the side, on his flanks, and looks as though he was limping as he went off. So that might well be more serious than it looks apparently. Now, Takanonami against Tochinonada. They've had 18 fights in the past. Takanonami's won 10 of those. Tochinonada's got 8 wins, so he'll stay at, he'll go up to Komusubi for sure in the next basho. So typical misstart there by Tochinonada against Takanonami, who likes to wrong foot them all. Takanonami takes his 6th win there with a rather casual hatakikomi, a slap down on Tochinonada as he charged out. Slightly different view there of the circle, the do-hyo. Do means clay, hyo means straw bales, so the 2 words together indicate the ring itself in its entirety. Now these 2 have never fought before. Kasugao with a slightly injured foot. Takamisakari, who lost the plot a little bit about the halfway mark of this basho, lost his timing at one point and wasn't aware of the fact that he had to start. So a big long reach there by Takamisakari, gets the belt, fighting for a grip on the other side, tries to hook round the back of the leg of Kasugao, but Kasugao is pushing him to the side and Takamisakari goes down. Tried to twist at the end of that, but landed on his back. So Kasugao gets that one, 4th win for him, 9th loss for Takamisakari. Kasugao there picking up his little envelope of money. Hokutoriki fights Tosanoumi. Tosanoumi's had 6 losses in a row since day 8, so he's on a losing streak. See how that will continue. Hokutoriki straight arming him into the throat and the face, and a little extra push at the end. And that was an oshidashi push-out win for Hokutoriki. Tosanoumi now with 11 losses, so he's not got any apparent injuries, he's just having a bad basho. Kyokutenho, who's got 9 wins, with a bit of luck he'll have double figures if he can win this one, which is always a very good result for any basho, 10+ wins. So Kyokutenho locks in tight, moving Buyuzan around. Got the push under the chin, tries to force the head back. Buyuzan struggles but gets driven back to the edge, and Kyokutenho nudges him over with yorikiri. 10 wins for him and a loss for Buyuzan. The 2 were neck and neck at the start of that bout. Both had 9 wins and 4 losses. So that's Buyuzan's chances fading away. Nevertheless, a good result. 10 wins now for Kyokutenho. When asked whose sumo he likes most, he said he liked Taiho's sumo. Taiho, of course, the great Yokozuna of the 60s. The man who won 32 tournaments, which is the all-time record. 32 tournaments won by the great Taiho. So that's who Kyokutenho models himself on. Now we have Dejima against Wakanosato. They've met 14 times. And Wakanosato's won 8 of them. Wakanosato's got 7 wins, so a win here will give him Kachikoshi. So that's a hard start. Dejima almost manages to sidestep him. Wakanosato locks his arms round, Dejima pushing hard under his chin. Then looks as though he was about to grab him round the waist, but just slid down the body. So 8th win and Kachikoshi for Wakanosato. 7th loss for Dejima. But if he loses on the last day, that will be Kachikoshi for him, and he'll drop down from the Sekiwaki ranking position. Well, that's the last bout of the day. Kaio on the top there, Asasekiryu just underneath. And that's the make or break bout. That will virtually decide whether it's a playoff on the last day or whether Asasekiryu will win on day 14. Win the tournament, that is. Now Tochiazuma, Ozeki ranked. 7 wins so far. And a win here will give him Kachikoshi and keep him in his rank of Ozeki. Well, that was very neatly done. Miyabiyama just came out. Rather casually it looked, and Tochiazuma just slapped him down. Well, Miyabiyama looked a bit low there in his techiai, and Tochiazuma certainly read that well. So a straight hatakikomi win for him. That's his 8th win and Kachikoshi, and he stays in his Ozeki rank. Well, Asasekiryu looks stern and Kaio looks relaxed. So tension on the one hand and relaxation on the other. Be interesting to see how their bout turns out. Now we have Musayama against Chiyotakai. These two have fought 19 times. Musayama has won 12 of them. Chiyotakai has won 7. Chiyotakai there, well, we know he's going to come charging out like a rocket. He always does. On the other hand, if he's going to lose, it will be from a slap down, but he knows that. So it's a head-banging start, and Musayama just charges forward. He had the tougher of the... and he knocks Chiyotakai down from that charge. Spins him over just like a child, and down went Chiyotakai for his 4th loss. So this Basho is turning into a bit of a disaster for Chiyotakai. He came into this hoping to win it, at least with 13 wins, and get promoted to Yokozuna. Here he is going down for his 4th loss. Musayama with 7 wins, and he needs 1 more win to make Makikoshi. Hopefully he'll get that on the last day, and he'll remain also as Ozeki. Now this is the make or break bout. If Asasekiryu wins this one, he wins the tournament. That will give him 13 wins and 1 loss. If he loses it, then it will go through, and also if it will go through to the next day, and that will be the decider. So this is the make or break bout, at least as far as Asasekiryu goes. Kaio wants to win this one, and then it will go through to the next day, and then it will be the decider. So it's a hard start. Kaio locks in tight, gets that underarm grip. Asasekiryu tries the Owate throw, and it's Kaio who spins him over with the overarm grip on the far side. And Asasekiryu goes down. That's his 2nd loss. 11 wins for Kaio. So it will go through. And that's it. So Kaio wins that one. And down he goes from that overarm throw. Kaio looking very relaxed there. Well, we noticed the faces of the 2 wrestlers as they sat at the side waiting for their bout. And that was a heavy throw from that Uwate Nage. You can see Asasekiryu there trying to get the belt. And down they go. So the end of day 14, Asasekiryu with 12 wins and 2 losses. Kaio with 11 wins and 3 losses, also with Chiyotakai. So everything depends on tomorrow. If Asasekiryu loses tomorrow and Kaio wins, well, then there'll be a playoff.